M2. It is a 10-inch tablet that Huawei will be putting on sale for, I believe it starts at around $349. Don't quote me on that though, I don't have the prices in front of me at the moment. Like a lot of Huawei's devices, this runs on their Kirin chipset, which is their own chipset design. It uses standard ARM reference cores for the CPU. But on the technical side, this is just a 2GB RAM, 16GB storage version. It's the base model we're looking at right here. RAM and storage will scale up as you pay more, all the way up to, I'm guessing probably at least up to 64 gigabytes and then 4 gigabytes of RAM on some models. So the current version of the tablet is running Android 5.1, which seems a bit odd, but maybe they'll update it before it comes out. I'm really not sure. It's also, as you can see, running Huawei's rather thick UI overlay, EMUI, which does alter stock Android a fair bit. You've got this kind of iOS style that you don't call it today, but you've got your, it's laid out in a similar way. It's more of a timeline setup. You've got your widgets up here. A couple interesting features on the tablet. You can fling the navigation buttons left or right, which is handy, I think, on a tablet this size, especially in landscape mode. There's also a dual window mode, which I'll just demonstrate for you here real quick. I won't do it in this app because the settings app doesn't support dual window yet. So let's go back to the music app here. And as you can see, we're already in dual window mode. Remembered where we are. And so dual window mode, you can have a launcher screen here. So you can, that one's looking a bit odd. So let's give it a bit more space. And so from the launcher here, you can pick a new app to launch. And if it wants to respond, it'll let me open something. Well, it doesn't seem to want to play right now. Or at least it's not. So maybe if I do the long press on the multitask button here. No, nothing's happening. So let's kill the music app. This is pre-release firmware, so you do have to cut them some slack on that. Let's go back, find the music app here again, which is right there, and hit the multitask key. And then you can see the the dual window launcher pops up. Hit calendar, you've got the calendar. You can adjust the size of the windows. The apps, Huawei's apps that I've seen on this so far, they scale pretty well in the multi-window mode. And then we hit the long press that again, we should go back to the launcher, select something else to launch. Let's say we want to launch the calculator, which is right there. And the calculator, well, doesn't scale quite as nicely, but it does scale to some extent. And then you can adjust, obviously, distance between them. You can move the grab slider up and down between the apps. And I mean, that's really most of the functionality of this. So from that little button, you can obviously go back home. You can close dual window and then open it back up. And I'm not sure what this one does. It swaps them. It does. It swaps them. So that's the dual window mode they've implemented. I'm not sure how this is going to work with non-Huawei apps, or if. We'll have to wait and see when the tablet comes out. Other things to know about this tablet, it's got a quad speaker setup on it, which should make it quite good for mobile audio. But it's impossible to hear in this room right now, as maybe you can tell. I'm trying to do this on a separate microphone, so it's not quite so bad. The back of the tablet here, it's mostly metal construction. I believe this top part is plastic, all the rest of this is metal. You've got a 13 megapixel camera on the back. There's a 5 megapixel camera on the front. Like I said, the 10-inch display is 1920 by 1200 on the resolution. This button right here can be mapped as a home key, but is also a instant touch fingerprint scanner. So that should be handy if you do decide to get one of these. Tablet, of course, does work in portrait mode as well, but with the button here positioned that way, it's a bit awkward to use it that way. But the buttons, the nav buttons, still do swipe left-right if you're in portrait mode, so that's kind of neat, I guess. That's really most of what we know about this tablet so far. So I believe it will go on sale in the US. I'm not sure when exactly or for how much, but it'll probably be on sale in a lot of other markets as well.